Hello, world. Welcome back to Let's Talk Barca, episode 26. And this is a review of the Barcelona Real Betis game, as well as some of the past happenings in the last week or so, and the upcoming game against Bayern Munich. All right, let's get into it now. Oh boy. What do we got to say about Xavi and this team? We got no cutting edge. None. Nothing whatsoever. All of a sudden now, what we had under Koeman looks a whole lot better in a whole lot of ways. You know, we're still putting Luke De Jong up front to chase the balls and kick those long balls in. So, the problems are still the same with this team. Regardless of who we have as a coach, this is going back to everything I've been saying. We have one pure goal scorer in Fati. So without him, we don't have a natural goal scorer, a guy who's good. So when Dembele sent in a few good crosses, and we didn't have someone who's going to get onto that. Memphis Depay made one run, but then we needed somebody else to come in and make the other run. When he got the other cross in and Azib's, he missed it, but that was a tough chance for him. But, that's something that a guy like Fatih converts, right? And then the problem is with when we're playing Memphis Depay in that center forward position, in a striker position, a lot of times his runs are there to draw defenders, so the cutbacks are available for the people coming in on the back end, right? Those are usually where Messi would get his goals, right? In that little cutback areas, right? So that's where everything is designed to be. So, everything was, that's one thing I do see that was good is Dembele. I thought Dembele had a great game, actually. And let's just break it down like that, okay, guys. Let's just start back from the scratch and let's break it down like that. So we're gonna break it down like that. We're gonna see the positives, and then go from there. All right, so let's start with the back four. So Xavi decided to go with the back four. I would have went with Longley, but I have to give Longley credit. He played well for the time he was on the pitch. Outside of that goal, he played well. I don't really blame him for anything that really happened there. So it was Des on the right. That he had a decent game, good game back. We went with Arujo, who was once again solid. We lost the goal once he went forward and he wasn't in his defensive position to clean up these guys' mess. That's when we lost our goal, That shows just how important he is to our defense, is that if he's not in position at all times to clean up the mess, we're pretty much we're Swiss cheese, We're Swiss cheese, and he's pretty much the only person really back there that holds it down for us. So that just shows his importance, okay? So then, like I said, Longley played well for the first half. He played decent. But once the game started to open up and he had to actually make decisions and think, he sort of started to lose it a little bit. And then on the left, Jordi Alba did his thing. He played well as normal, doing his thing, Jordi Alba, right? So that was fine with Jordi Alba. Now we're getting to the midfield. I think this is where we had some problems. Not so much in the first half, because I thought Nico played. It wasn't Nico's best game. I thought Gavi was really dominant in the first half up until his injury, which really sucked, because I thought Gavi was really more of the dominant of the three in midfield when it came to Nico, Busquets, and Gavi. So, but Nico was still playing well. He was still helping out. He was strong on the ball, which was when he was replaced with Frankie de Jong. We saw Frankie keep losing possession and being outrun and being outpaced. Frankie, maybe his injury is a lot worse than we're led to be. Maybe that's what the problem is. Frankie needs to sit as well. So maybe we have to sit Frankie de Jong for a few games as well now, So we're going to have to give up on the Champions League and and just hold on for dear life in La Liga, So that's pretty much what it looks like, because we really don't have the players. We just don't have the players healthy to challenge anybody, right? It's just not possible to challenge anybody, because we just don't have the players that have the ability and skill set and experience to challenge any real team. So, and then Ricky Pooch, guys, man. I mean, this guy's taking sugar. After 10 minutes, he's taking sugar. Like, really? 10 minutes? You don't have the stamina to last 10 minutes? Come on, man. Like, honestly, man, what are we doing here with Ricky Pooch now? Like, how many games is this? And he's absolutely like, what has he done? What chance has he created? Okay, exactly. Crickets. My point is exactly. All right, so then when we get into like our attacking threats, now I thought our attacking threats were actually pretty good. So I thought Coutinho played well for what Coutinho is. Now I think we might have to move Coutinho back into the midfield, especially if Gavi's injured. Now we might have to put Coutinho into the midfield, especially if Gavi and De Jong are injured. But we don't have anybody to really play it as a winger. So that's gonna be difficult. I thought Abde played well. I thought the kid played well. I don't really fault him for that. He had a great chance, but like I always said, when we're relying on 19-year-old kids and 17-year-old kids and so forth, I don't really. It's hard to really fault them when they miss chances. Like he's a kid. Like he's gonna have to learn from that, and he's gonna have to bounce back and hopefully hit it next time, right? So that's what happens when we're relying on kids. So that's not really his fault. Like I said earlier, Dembele, once he came in, I thought Dembele was electric. I thought, he created a whole lot of chances. Dembele had, with Dembele alone, there was at least, 3 or 4 good goal scoring opportunities. Dembele had a couple of shots that looked like, if he would have just had a little bit more on it, he could have scored. He created a few chances that looked like they could have been some goals, So that Dembele is looking good. With Dembele, we just always have to take our time with him, game by game, see how he is tomorrow, see if he recovers well, and see if he can for Thursday's game, if he could play 60 minutes. If he plays 60 good minutes, then that's better. And then if he's able to play after that, then that's good. You just got to take baby steps with Dembele. It's hard not to put the pressure, but we have to remember he's coming back from a long injury, and we do need him just to stay healthy, just to even have a chance, right? We can see that, and then we're gonna have to do this. The hard part is we're gonna have to do the same thing with Fati coming back. We're gonna have to take our slow time with Fati coming back, right? And then we have Memphis Depay. So Memphis Depay, once again, it's hard because he's a focal point of our attack, but, there's not really much happening in and around him until Dembele gets in. Then once Dembele gets in, then all of a sudden, there's space for Dembele, but they're still going to cover Coutinho. They're still going to cover Memphis, right? And that's where we need Fati to come in to create that space, so then they can't focus so much on Memphis. They will have to worry about Fati coming in from the weak side, right? So that's where we really, really, really need, Fati to get healthy and get going, so we can see these 3 guys attacking and see with some consistency and see them develop a chemistry that can really take us, head and shoulders above the rest of the competition, but that's still weeks to if not months away, before we're able to see that, because we're going to have so many things to rely on. So let's just, hope that, everything can go well for us now, because we're having so many injury worries already, that let's just hope that we can, get some consistency in terms of health, like with some of our players now. Hopefully we can start getting some players back. All right, so yeah, so I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I mean, I think it's just consistency. The team is still lacking. The team is still missing. We can see where it's missing. We can see where, guys are not healthy. They're not working as a unit, and for those purposes, we're unable to win those tight games. We're unable to make those plays, especially offensively, without guys like Fati, because Fati is really the only true natural goal scorer. Even if Brathwaite was there, Brathwaite would provide a little bit more cutting edge than we get from anything close from what we get from Luke De Jong when we bring Luke De Jong in, right? So, we gotta wait. We gotta just wait. We're gonna just have to wait until all those guys get healthy, and see. Like I've said before, this year was going to be growing pains year, so nothing's really changed, regardless of the coach. I don't really see, honestly, man, guys. I really want some guys to hit me up in the comment section or something, because I really don't see it. I really can't see what it is about Ricky Puig that people are so excited about. That was again his opportunity to shine. They kept giving him the ball, and he kept getting overrun by the ball, or getting crowded out, or giving it away, and putting players in bad positions with the ball, and he just never he never did anything. It was just it just there was no magic there. They would come up. There was there. Did you feel any excitement anytime Ricky Puig was on the ball? Let's be honest, guys. Did anybody really feel any excitement? When Dembele got on the ball, there was excitement. When Fati gets on the ball, there's excitement. But when Ricky Puig gets on the ball, there's no excitement. Even when Pedri gets on the ball, there's excitement. You get Pedri on the ball in a certain position, there's excitement. Pedri's got, because that if people try to close him down, Pedri has the ability to beat the man. But it's come on, man. Really, where is he? Where is he? Now, Coutinho's at least showing some life, but not much else. But he's showing a little bit more life. So, I want to see Coutinho succeed, but like I said, he hasn't done anything or shown enough to me to say why we shouldn't be selling him in the transfer window. Him and Ricky Puig, in order to generate funds. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. So I'd like to everybody, thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is once again, for those who know, and if you don't know, you just don't know.